Hello, I'm Dr. Dan Ryan, President at Dowling Catholic High School. Welcome to Grandparents' Day 2020. We will miss seeing you and your grandchildren together for Mass this year. Although we cannot worship together, we felt it was important to gather virtually to stay connected. Though this year brings new challenges, there are great things happening at Dowling Catholic. I have never been more convinced of the resilience of our students, the dedication of our faculty and staff, the support of parents and grandparents, and God's enduring faithfulness to this community. As grandparents, you have helped to instill the determination, strength, and faith demonstrated by our students this year. We have created this virtual Grandparents' Day in gratitude for the many ways you have supported your grandchildren through these formative high school years. We are pleased to bring you a wonderful program today, which includes graduating senior Kristen Wenham, Dr. Joe Cadarro from the class of 1967, Father Ryan Andrew, class of 2004, and Father John Macri. I know you'll enjoy the music recorded by our talented student musicians and photos from grandparents' masses over the years.
There's really no one way I can articulate how much my grandparents mean to me in a 1 to 2 minute speech. Thankfully, they live right down the road from me and they're only a short drive away. They're there to listen to me, to support me, and to best of all, spoil me. And they're almost my sidekick against my parents sometimes. So when Dowling Grandparents' Day comes around every year, it always reminds me of the sacrifice that my parents, my grandparents, and my great-grandparents have made for us kids to go to Dowling and have a Catholic education. I am the 4th generation in my family to attend Dowling, starting with my great-grandpa Dick back in the 1930s, and he valued Catholic education and tradition enough to send my grandpa Jack to Dowling as well, and my other great-grandparents sent my grandma Helen to St. Joe's Academy. And along came my mom and my uncle, and then now my siblings and I, and I just think that it's a beautiful thing that they valued their faith enough to send their kids to Catholic school no matter what the sacrifices were. My grandma Helen remarried my grandpa Scott, and he graduated from Roosevelt back in the day, and recently he just bought himself a Dowling quarter zip, which I thought was pretty cool. My grandma Helen always has me over to study at her house in peace and quiet to get away from my 5 younger siblings, and she always cooks me a big meal afterwards. And my grandpa Jack is always encouraging me and challenging me to take Carter classes at Dowling and to challenge my abilities, and for these people I am so thankful. Thank you so much to all of our grandparents out there. You guys mean the world to us and you are so special to us. We love you and we thank you for all you do for us. Happy Grandparents' Day.
Good morning, Dowling Catholic grandparents and students. My name is Joe Cadarro. I'm a 1967 graduate of Dowling High School, and I am pleased to be invited to talk to our grandparents and our students on this Grandparents' Day. To understand where I'm coming from, you need to really understand my history. I was a son of George Cadarro, who's the athletic director and teacher at Dowling High School. During that time, he began teaching in 1955. And I can tell you that that's the day I started my relationship with Dowling Catholic High School. When I was in 1st grade, my father would take me to football practice with him. And we would sit around and watch that going on, and all the people, as little kids do, didn't fully understand what was going on. I mean, football was still new to me, but I experienced the love and affection that the coaches and the teachers paid to their kids. As I grew up, this began to blossom. Eventually, in middle school, I would go more and more times. We'd go to all the Dowling games, basketball, and we'd go to football games and certainly baseball, because that's my dad's was a baseball coach. And we got grow into the spirit of Dowling Catholic. My time came in 1963 when I went to Dowling as a freshman, and I graduated in 67. Through that time, that growth and appreciation for Catholic education, and then now appreciation for my parents for giving me that opportunity, because I knew that really didn't happen for everybody. I've had a blessed life. I've had a blessing of kids and grandkids and son-in-laws. I have 2 of the greatest son-in-laws anybody could ever ask for. And right now I'm just happy as a lark. I'm retired, but I had a good life. I enjoy my kids very much. I hug them as much as I can, and they hug me, and they know that that's important. It's important that we hug and make contact, and we always say goodbye, and most of all, we always say, "I love you. I love you." Thank you for letting me share my time with you. Please take care of yourselves, stay well, and give your kids, your grandkids, your kids, give them a hug and tell them you love them. That's the important thing. God bless you. And thanks again for inviting me to this Grandparents' Day. God bless.
Hello, grandparents and parents. This is Father Ryan Andrew, chaplain at Dowling Catholic High School. Just wanted to say thank you so much for your prayers, your support, and your generosity to the Dowling Catholic community. The students here really love you and really speak highly of you. We ask you to keep us in your prayers. We know that you keep us in your prayers. You're a great light to the Dowling Catholic community. We learn from your wisdom and from your love. We ask you to continue to be with us, pray with us, support us, and you are in our prayers as well. May God bless you.
Hi, my name is Father John Acree, and I help out with kind of the spiritual stuff here. And I just want to tell you, grandparents, that in classroom and in spiritual direction, confession, I hear about you. And here's the kind of things I hear. My dad taught me the Our Father every night before I went to bed, and I still say it. Or other people have said, Grandma is a saint. And other students have said, my dad says the rosary every day. And not one of them looked down upon them because they were holy, because they kept the faith. And a long time ago, a person said to me, thinking about the priesthood, his dad told him, anybody who calls you father will be a grandchild of mine. And I'm just so thankful that I have so many grandchildren and great-grandchildren here at Dowling High School.
Grandparents, you will always have a special role in the lives of our students. Your spiritual guidance, wisdom, and grace have laid a strong foundation in the lives of these young men and women. Thank you for helping to form leaders for life centered on Christ. We look forward to seeing you on campus again next year for this special event. May God bless each and every one of you.